What's up? Blessings and love. So it's Lyric, and I share my unbiased opinion and advice, and in hopes to enrich lives and touch as many souls as necessary that I can, and to encourage communities or to encourage a healthier communication across communities across the globe. So tonight I'm touching on the topic of domestic violence again. So in continuation to my last video, well, not a continuation, in a response to a comment that was made, was later taken down. I don't know if it was by YouTube or the guy himself. I had posted it on Instagram. I don't know. You seem like you don't want to be known. You gotta, the first degree, whatever. Doesn't even matter. What was the comment? Okay, so I just now looked up beta. Excuse me. And my nails. Don't look at any lady's nails right now. So first and foremost, blessings and love to any and all affected by COVID-19. Thankfully, the numbers have gone down here in New York, and seemingly business will be resuming, not as usual, but it seems like we'll be back to business in a month, May 15th, if I'm not mistaken, unless anything changes. So that's what's up. Hopefully it's not too soon, despite the fact that we all want to get back to life as we once known, sooner than later, if ever possible. So again, I extend my love and blessings to everyone. We all in this together, for real, whether we choose to realize that or not. So back to this guy and his comment that it's necessary that it is addressed. He said, because I'm sorry, I don't have my phone on me, so I'm not going to quote verbatim right now. I'm on quoteLS on Instagram. You can read it there if you like, if it's important to you, but pretty much he said what it relates to is what it insinuated, in my opinion, is that, and this I will say verbatim, he said most of the women today want to be men. So, and then the rest is not verbatim, but pretty much, if not. Most of the women today want to be men. So when you put them in a room with beta men, what you think is going to happen? So of course they're going to want to. He didn't feel it. He didn't say punch them in the head or wherever, but not funny. You know, if you know me, you know I'm a little bit silly. I really am in no seat to laugh at anyone. I'm not doing that. Just bear with me if I smile and giggle at times. It's just it's in my DNA for real, and I kind of do have a dark humor. It helped me to survive a lot. So hope not to offend anyone. Actually, I ask people that get offended easily not to follow me, not to engage with me at all. Real life, not. I come across insensitive to sensitive people, and that might be even that, like, quotation marks. Some people really are sensitive. Oh no, free up space. Okay. I don't know if this video is still going on, but I'm gonna keep it coming, keep it going on until I play this back and see what you got from me tonight. So I was saying was I hate to offend. I sincerely do. And because of that, if I know you are sensitive or the type of person that might feel like I'm talking about you, I might be at times. Let's be honest, if the shoe fits. But please don't follow or anything. Like, I don't go on anyone's page that I feel is offensive to me and my beliefs and how I, like, period. If I don't like it, I don't watch it. I don't understand people. The only I was trying to fit the comment back in there, good segue, but right, like, some people would think, okay, so, or maybe the street in me is like, oh, you coming for me or something like that, like, but in all reality, because this is my platform is not about me. It's about betterment of myself and others, and to open conversations, and especially like this. So I invite him to come on back, and anyone that thinks like whatever you think, like, contrast to my opinions or not, the conversations are necessary, especially on domestic violence. Domestic violence is sky high. The numbers are sky high today, and that's, if you ever experienced it, you already know that was bound to happen. To be quarantined with an abuser is very challenging. Well, I wouldn't know that, but being in a relationship with an abuser is already a feeling like you're being, like, how can I say without, I don't want to be treated like a victim, you understand? Like, I am not, a survivor before anything, if you want to label me. But they will kidnap you. They will isolate you, and they will play mind games where you begin to do it yourself without even realizing, like, the game, what's going on. And they play fear tactics, and some of them unfortunately give you reason to be fearful or careful or worrisome or even violent yourself. And it's just a horrible place to be in. And that, with the combination of a little like order to be at home with them for however long. If you add kids to that, I couldn't even imagine. I'm not allowing my children to deal or see any of that. I know from experience, or should I say any long, like I have 2 small daughters, they would never, I would not put them through that. I have 3 altogether, and I'll just say, you live and you learn. So, and if you really care about your kids, you won't sit there 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in front of them going through like severe, crazy situations where they should not be experiencing. Period. Unless you severely warped in your mind. Oh God. You know, my son, he does not know I'm recording. So, go away. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm back alone. Where was I? Yeah, the kids come first all the time, basically. That's it, and that's all. So, homeboy was talking about when you lock up. Okay, let's break it down. So, all women, he's saying, want to be like men. So, I speak for myself. I do not want to be a man. I'm too girly. Like I told him on the comment thing, I love glitter too much. So if I were to be a boy, I'd probably be a Rick James, maybe Omar from The Wire. But yeah, because I love men as well. So, yeah, no. And me, myself, I am very submissive. That's how I ended up in my prior growing stages in domestic situations. Excuse me. It's just water. Let me clear my throat. So I had the heat on, so now it's like too hot. So anyway, so on his defense though, he's not the only man who talks or things like that. Like that's like taboo and unheard of, probably on TV. Most likely it is on TV and reality shows. People don't talk the way it really is in the streets, and that's why I'm here. And that's the reality. A lot of people from where I'm from will double down on that, of all ages. But that's the tunnel vision they was raised with. If you was raised by bitches and hoes and your neighbors and all that, you might not even been raised by no street chick or I've been, you know, I come from greatness, and I was raised by great people, but for several years, streets at my core raised me. But because I was raised by 2 wonderful people who are still together today, and I call my parents, I value and respect relationships, and if I'm in one, I'm really honest and faithful loyal to a fault. So I'm not a pushover. I'm not a doormat. Though it may seem as though if outside looking in to our relationship, in my past or what have you, but nah, it wasn't like that at all. So I digressed. The music got loud. Ain't some like music is powerful. Music would change the whole mood in the room, and it's universal, baby. It is. I love music, good music. But what was I saying? I kind of lost track of thought. I was speaking for myself as far as okay, so not everyone that's from the streets. I have a quote I made that even in the jungle, love exists. It's just different. Let it marinate. That was nice. Let it marinate was nice. But yeah, even in the jungle, love exists. It's just different. So we communicate different, and those of us fortunate enough to want more, to see more for ourselves, our people, our children, our future, our families, our neighbors, our friends. Realize our faults and try to do better, and one thing about a gangster is rules. Like, it's a difference between thugs and gangsters. Gangsters are organized and family comes first, and not too many cheat. Call me naive, I don't know, because of my era. That's another thing. It's a different day. And there are a lot of young women out here that are not even in the streets, but are really wicked, as well as men. And it is understood why a young male, and even the older ones, are scorned. But a lot of times you do it to yourself. You got these guys, and like in the past several years, I don't know, it's because I have babies. Like, they're not babies anymore. To me, they are. But the memo is they're not babies anymore. But maybe because I have young children and I get pegged for a young girl by Natural Magic, shameless plug. Oh Lord, I guess not. Man. All right now, good. Oh no, I got one. Shameless plug. Can you see? I seriously didn't plan to do that. But it's true. I really take care of myself since adolescence. I've been into, because I used to break night all the time in the streets, smoke pot, drink for several years straight. Till adulthood. So till the babies come along. But so you gotta if you care, you gotta seek for ways to keep yourself together, because good black don't crack. So it is what it is. I don't know about you, but I'm really about mine. So no tea, just water. No, I drink lots of tea as well. My diet consists of not the best stuff all the time, but most of the time. And fruits every day. Vegetables every day. So anyway, maybe because I get pegged for being a young girl with kids, I got these men that want to flash and throw stuff at me. Pay my food. I go to restaurants. I go to anywhere. If I ask, I am frugal. You should be, unless you're wealthy. You should be. And this is not a money page, but if I felt I had some enough to talk about it, I would, because my skills are, I give myself props for that. I'm good at saving money and being frugal. But to other people, I guess it looks like you're struggling or something, and they be off. I swear to God, the other day, I went to Subway's, and I ordered myself and my girl some stuff. But then it dawned on me, my son was back at the house, let me get him something. So I like to order him more than the usual, because those who don't know, he's into calisthenics. He has a great body. He doesn't eat a lot compared to others that I know, like in his with his physique. But he'll let it sit, He'll let it sit, or he'll eat it later on, or whatever the case. The point is, I ain't gotta cook, and he's not the type anymore to put me to cook and stuff like that. But I prefer him save money, and if I didn't cook that day, I'm gonna have extra food for him to eat. So anyhow, dude comes in there, straight pays for my. Because I asked for the price. He said, whatever you're going to get, don't worry about it, this and that. I'm like, no, my God. My girls are looking like, why is he doing that? And in my head, I'm like, oh, he's going to ask my number. He's going to call me 30 million thousand times, because right now I'm unavailable to men. I'm raising my children. I'm figuring out my company. I'm trying to grow my products. And my hands are kind of full, so it's like, then on my free time, on my free time, I just want to lay my head down, watch some scary movies, power, whatever shit on TV that I'm into at that time, if I can get to it, actually. And I get to it when I get to it. Like whatever, Aquafina. I finally finished that one like 2 nights ago. Hilarious. I'm into For Life right now, but there was a few, like 2-3 weeks I couldn't get to it. And what else? No, I'm into that. I'm back and forth with the Lifetime movie. Like, I gotta take the Lifetime off, because it's so. Even though it's exaggerated and all of that, it's so parallel to the truth about these crazy ass people that I know I've experienced. So I'm like, yo, they're so necessary and genius. Like, made a whole channel about it. Break it down. And It's fucking real, and it's funny. The movies are funny though. Again, I have a little bit of dark humor, but come on, oh man. Also, my candy cups, by the way, and those back there. That's for extra girls like me. So, so yeah. There are some girls that, on their defense, life has dealt them some cards, man, and I'm one of them. But I know who I am, and through the grace of God, I didn't lose my core identity. But that's not to say that everyone, I can't say it's strong, because we can't judge other people. These men that feel like him are scorned, and you want to call it judgment or you want to call it facts, read on it. They scorn. And it's not even, it's a sad thing. It's a discussion to be had, because no one should feel like him. Because if you feel like all women or most women are like this, then you pretty much probably don't believe in love, probably don't believe in a good thing. Therefore, you're going to act accordingly anytime you get a chance with someone. And you're going to scare them off. You're going to push them away. Or you're going to turn them off. And take it from me, I know. So, there's, like I was saying, there are men also that mislead, and like, I am not interested. Oh, I was saying that my hands are tied. I'm not into at this time in my life, I'm not looking to date. And I guess because I like to look cute or whatever. If I wear, like, this is my hair, also my natural magic, I got the hair butter. It seriously grows your hair. I know everybody's coming up with products. I've been doing this for over 3 years. You can look at my timelines. I don't erase anything. It looks sloppy as hell. I leave it the way it is. I erase just a little bit. I regret that. But you can check my timelines and everything. Like, I've been on this. Not bragging, just saying. So you know it's real, and you can see the timeline. You see how my hair went from here to here in weeks, things like that. So I sometimes, if I get a good text, I feel like it's postable, I go ahead and post it so you can see my actual customers sharing how they feel about the product or products, or even my jewelry. My jewelry's different. I get it first and go online. I see inspired by earrings, Louis V inspired, Chanel. These are gone. I don't sell mine, so just different things. I like nice things, and I am hands-on everything. If I don't like it, if I wouldn't use it, if I wouldn't wear it, I do not produce it. I do not co-sign it, period. So back to the topic again. I should invite someone to talk with me. I wanted him to. He never hit me up, so that's why I waited this late tonight. Again, because I had went back. I was originally doing these videos very late in the night. Turned back the hours, and then tonight I was just waiting for a response, hoping we can do it together and to really talk, because there's a conversation to be had. A lot of men feel like that. Well, I say boys with respect. Your people that are jaded, their mentality stays where the trauma hit until you're healed from that. You can't move past it. I'm no doctor by the books, but I'm your street doctor. And if you know me, you know that to be true. So, it's really sad, but we can't judge people, we can't fix people, but we can certainly do something for ourselves. We could think for ourselves. We could choose to think positive, choose to check and correct people we might feel like is treating us a certain way. And because sometimes it's a misunderstanding. You might think this chick is a certain way, but she's reacting to how you presenting yourself to her. And then you're labeling her, like what I was saying. You come and, well, no, I'm not going to use that as an example because I'm not that girl. But, well, yeah, I can. All right. No, I'm not. Let's get away from me right now. Let's go back to this topic and stop going off. All women don't want to be no man. Some women that are very independent, I get it, they are very aggressive today. And all that. But if they choose a beta man, as you label them, I sincerely doubt, or maybe because I don't really know on that topic, a beta man is the type that hits women. Is that true? I don't think so. I think it's a sickness. I think domestic violence is a sickness. If you really listen to my video, I said there was a difference. There are different levels of domestic violence, different types of relationships dealing with domestic violence. And the ones I peg as under that term domestic violence are the men that just are abusive in every form, not just physically, and they are mentally ill. And there are different types of mental illness, and I surely, first and foremost, I'm here to highlight that and take off the stigma, for several years now. But I've spoken about how great therapy is and how sometimes people are just sick and need some help or what have you. And, in most cases, it's not even that serious. It can be serious when you ignore things and you don't get help. But in the case of domestic violence, man, woman, or whoever, child, when you're when your symptoms cause you to hurt others and cause havoc in the community and in people's lives, and you don't even care, that's dangerous, buddy. And no one can control that. No one can control you. Like, can no one make me punch them in the face? Or not today. Like, I value myself. I know people that know me are looking like this G. No, seriously. You can't, like, and I'm in no way provoking. At the end of the day, I will defend myself. All right, that's not, you didn't make me. Okay, domestic violence situation is not a thing where, oh, for instance, if a woman is barking in your face or whatever, and you feel like it's disrespectful, which it is, for whatever reason she might want to lay the law or just be disrespectful to a man, she still didn't lay a hand on you. So under that situation, if you hit her, that's domestic violence, because she didn't put her hands on you. She didn't make you do shit. You could have walked out the door and went about your business. Now, if you're saying, okay, debatement, he ain't got nowhere to go, he don't have no money and this and that, then maybe that's, not maybe, it's all about perspective. That's the time when he should be like, you know what, I should have been doing this, that, and the third, and go get to it. That's not a reason to be on this person, because it might go left on you. Everybody ain't going for that, you know. If you know me, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and be victimized either. So, in the past, and it could go left for a guy, it can go left for whoever's being the attacker, and for the woman, especially the woman, for whoever it is being attacked and being abused, it is very scary. Like, don't get me wrong, it is very scary, especially the first time around. That might sound crazy, but it don't just happen. Most likely you went through it once, you went through it at least 3 times before you figured it out, that you were doing something wrong to attract such negative energy. But it's hard. I can't have a one-sided conversation, so I will gather my thoughts. I will take better notes and hopefully have this conversation with someone else on here, or just briefly give some opinions and relative advice, and then move on to some other things I want to address sooner than later. So peace, love, and blessings. Much respect. To close on that topic, no one deserves to be beaten, hit, fearful of their lives, terrorized basically. No one deserves that. I'm sorry you feel that way. I understand, and I don't agree. So, peace, love, blessings. You can contact me on Instagram if you choose, or right below here, make a comment. Let's keep this conversation going, and see you next time. Have a great day.